alone in the game room with Lona Gamer Alex. Alright, we're playing Endeavor Deep Sea again. We're gonna try mission 5. And the setup for this mission is so crazy. So now we have there's only 3 deaths. Surface, second one and third one. So 4th and 5th deaths are not in play. So I'm putting them aside here. But this is such a crazy freaking map. Okay, so we have what is that called? The atoll for column A at the top, the surface level, and then calm seas. And then these two are actually selected at random. I was able to get kelp forest and the sea star, and then we have ledge elevator over here. So, but this map actually extends up to 7 columns. So you have 4 here. There are 3 more going this way. When I saw this, I was like, "What is this crazy shit?" The game has gone totally crazy. Okay, so the setup for this game for this mission, it's called Fallen Star. A terrible storm has sent the sea star crashing to the uncharted depths. While deep sea rescue and recovery races in from afar, scout the depths that you can reach to see how the disaster may have impacted the area. So we're not focused on, of course, not focused on the machine and technology that we've lost, because this is the sea star. So it's kind of funny that when I selected the those 2 tiles at random, I got another sea star. So we have the replacement sea star that came into the this area, because it didn't say not to select a sea star or put sea star in aside. So you can get a sea star actually when you reveal the surface area, even though it's talking about another sea star crashing to the uncharted depths. So I think it would have been cool actually if they said put the sea star aside, because that's the sea star that that got destroyed. So but since there was nothing, there was no such instruction. When I got there, I was like, okay, this is kind of funny. Now we get another sea star. But anyway, this mission has 7 columns and a maximum depth of 3. Remove all depth 4 and depth 5 ocean boards from the game, and then place those 3, and then 2 random tiles. You can choose any depth 1 zone as your launch zone. So I already have everything set up. We didn't get to reach level 5, so this is, I think, it's still the same. Well, I think if we did, if I did, then I would have randomized that. But yeah, it's been a while since we played the game. I think it's been a week, so this could be the last mission actually that I will be playing before switching to a different game. But we'll see. If I still get excited after the end of this mission, then we'll keep going. Because I was thinking of going through the whole entire game. Through I think there are 10 missions total. The last 2 missions, 9 and 8 or 10, are considered bonus missions. So, but we have our everything set up. So let's see, where do we want to start? Oh, and then the team leader is supposed to get one already. So let's just set that up real quick. Let's see. The good thing about starting at the sea star here is you get the 1 activation disc. That's always helpful. So let's do that. So I'll place that there, so I get 1 here. Okay. We're gonna reveal our first bonus mission. Oh, let's talk about the missions for this. I mean the goals for this mission. Oh, and it also has a really interesting impact board because you have the silhouette of two dolphins for the impact board, and you can only choose one. You can only fill one or the other. So if you choose to go this route, then you get bonuses to your stats. If you choose this route, then you get bonuses to your points. So, which is and then I look at the total that they want for the impact board for us to be able to be successful is 15, so it's not that bad. I mean, it's guaranteed that we would be able to meet that, I think, if we go this way. But the problem with going this way is then you're missing out on the stat boost, you know? So, goal one is search the near shallows. So they want you to place sonar. Your sonar disc should focus on these two columns here all the way to depth 3. Okay, and they want to have 7 of those. So that's goal 1. And then goal 2 is journal the distant shores. So they want you to be able to reveal A, B, C, D, column E, F, and G. And they want you to have 6 journals for the last 3 columns. So you can see now that this is going to be pretty challenging. Okay, but because those two you can see here, I mean, even like one is journaling, the other one is sonar, so they're already like 2 different things that you have to do. And then the last goal for this mission, the main goals, is to do conservation at depths 2 and 3. So none of these are really, even though like the last one there is depth 2 and 3, so it shares, like it overlaps the first 2 columns and the last 3 columns, but because what they're asking for is very specific, so you can't combine the total number of activation disks. So you have to specifically be doing conservations down here, sonar activities on the left here, or sonar readings, and then journaling over here. So I don't know how we can accomplish this. This is already starting to get like the mission is very daunting. And as much as I like to say, like, because I was playing last mission, I was I didn't succeed in the last mission, but I want to see. I'm not gonna try that anytime soon, so we'll try that again at a later time, or it's in the box. But during mission 3 seemingly was impossible, but I was able to be successful in mission 3. So maybe it's not that bad once we get going. But I think this is going to require some clever maneuvering. So because, like I said, it's 3 different things that you have to do in 3 different sections of the map. So, and you only have 7 turns, you know, I mean, you only have 7 turns in this game. I can see that this game is probably easier if you play it co-op. I can definitely see that it's easier if you play it co-op. But yeah, solo is very challenging, which could be a good, I guess it depends on how you look at it, you know. Do you like difficult games? Then I wouldn't say, well, you know, yeah, difficult, challenging, you know, if you like those kind of things, you know, I mean, you might have fun with the game. But I had, every single time I play this game, I really had fun playing the game. So even though I was a little bit disheartened, like in the last mission, because I knew that, even though I kept telling myself, you know, just keep going, but once we got to the last turn, during the last mission, I knew that it was over. You know, it was like, there's no way. But I think I made some big mistakes, like at the first couple of turns. So we'll see what happens here. Bonus goal number 1 is coordination and ingenuity. Okay, this is good. So this is bonus mission 1. So we have that. So we have to focus on these 2 rows here, making sure that we move these 2 stats towards the end of the rows. Okay, so now we're going to recruit. We should start with the sonar operator. Oh, this is interesting. I should have. Well, we haven't started. Well, I don't want to cheat. Because we should have started all the way on the left. We should have started all the way on the left. Let's just do that. Let's just pretend. I mean, we're still kind of new to the game, right? So I'll remove that. We'll start over here. I think that's, and then we move coordination up by 1, because that's what you get for starting over there. And the reason why that's important is because if we start in the middle with this mission, you have to do the tile reveals like at the very beginning of the game. So if you start here in the middle, even though the seduction of having an additional activation disk, it's very powerful, you have to resist the temptation. I apparently couldn't resist the temptation, but we just started, so let's pretend that I started over there. Because we have to be able to do the sonar readings like immediately during turn 1. If we start here, we can only move 1 spot, so the maximum I'm gonna be able to move is over here. And we can do the sonar reading here, but that's not gonna contribute to anything. So because for columns, there's nothing of value that you can do in this column actually that's gonna contribute to this mission. So this was a trap. So should have known better, because it's a sea star, which is a bad omen, because the other sea star is down the ocean. Got destroyed. A terrible storm destroyed it, crashing into the uncharted depths. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna recruit the sonar operator, and when we recruit that, we get 1 coordination. Oh, that's good, because now we get 2 back. That doesn't mean anything because we only have 1. Okay, so we get 1 activation token disk, and then we get 2 back, but we only have 1 out here. And now so now we're going to do a sonar reading. Well, I guess technically you can recruit someone else, actually. I'm not going to do it, but because we already started playing the game. At least with the position of that vehicle, I haven't really started doing anything. I think it would probably be a better option to recruit the pilot, because then we could get like, look at that. If you recruit the pilot, I could have gotten a stat and one activation disk. So I would have been able to do that, but not much I can do about it at this point. So we'll do the sonar operator. She's going to go ahead and do a sonar reading over here. And we can only reveal depth 1 and 2. Oh no, that's a good thing, because we need to start revealing the stuff over on this right hand side, and we only have to reveal really like this column. If this column has enough journaling, like where we can get 6 plus. Oh, journal all vessel actually. So all we need to do is just have 3 vessels, and then journal 3 times. Do 3 journal research. Activations or actions, and have the 3 vehicles by the end of the game be placed in this column, then we would satisfy goal number 2. So that's the strategy here. We don't have to worry about revealing everything here. Just this one. Just this one is enough. This column. Okay, so we're gonna do surface. Let's do 2 surface zones. Okay, because I'm not gonna select any of these over down here. My focus is gonna be over here. Even though, you know what? Let's have 1 surface zone and then 1 epipelagic zone. And the reason why I say that is because we also have to worry about conservation. Conservation happens depth 2 and 3. So the entire row of depths 2 and 3. Okay, for the surface zone, we got dying reef. Okay, this is not really going to help us because we need journaling. There's 1 journal, though. We can do 1 journal here. So that might still be an option. And the second one is the looking glass. That's definitely not going to help us because we need conservation, a map with conservation nodes actually for the second level. So we'll put it back here underneath the stack. So we're going to select dying reef, and when we discover dying reef, we get 1 what is that, 1, I was going to say popular reputation, 1 reputation and 1 activation disc. Okay, well that's nice. So now we can actually do something else because we have that 1 activation disc. We're going to get 2 back anyway, so we might as well use the team leader. He can't sonar, but we should probably move. That way, we should move so that we get something out of it. We can move down here and we can get... the problem with moving down here is we're not... Well, I need to be able to reveal a depth 2. So if we move down here, that's a trap because if we do sonar, the first ones are going to be stats anyway, so we're not gonna... That's not good. We should move to the right. And then if we do that, we can still do tile 1 to 2. There's that's not going to help. But then we get 1 research point. So let's do that. Okay, so that's the first round. Real quick. And we didn't do much. Well, we were able to reveal this, which is nice. Okay, let's look at the second additional goal here. Yeah, this is almost impossible. You can't say that anything in this game is impossible, you know, because I've said that with like mission 3 and I was able to accomplish like a lot. But this is difficult for sure. I think this is the most difficult mission in the game. I mean goal in the game, which is thorough. Because for this, you need to have, for a solo player like me, I have to have 4 tiles fully completed. That means that, for example, the simplest tile that we have right now is this first one. Oh, I'm supposed to put 4 dive tokens there. Totally forgot. 3, 4. Okay, so there's like 4 dive tokens here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dive tokens, and then the 2 sonars. I need to be able to exhaust the 4 dive tokens. So that's diving 4 times, and then doing the sonar readings twice. And that takes a lot. It takes some multiple turns to do that, and you have to do that 4 times. It's almost impossible, you know. That's why I said this game is probably easier to play with other people versus solo. If you're playing with 2 players, you actually have to get 7 of them done. If you're playing with 5 players, you have to get 13 zones done. That's craziness. I guess you can you play this 2-handed, but I think that's a lot to manage for a game like this because, well, you gotta just do it slowly, you know. But Yeah, I think that's probably a lot to manage for this game, because it gets kind of because you have a lot to do, um, and then making sure that you count the tokens, make sure that you're not um, making mistakes with moving. There's just a lot of moving components in this game for you to play two-handed, I think, but it is possible. You just have to do it very, very slowly. And I think the problem is you take one action and then the next person does the second action. So there's also that where you don't get to do everything that you want before passing it on to the next person, or the second hand that you have. So I'll probably just stick with just doing solo for this game. Yeah, 7. It I think it just feels like you share a burden with someone. I think just the idea of sharing the burden with someone um, probably helps out a little bit, so you don't feel so stressed out trying to get this accomplished. But this is not like this is like the third time, or maybe the second time I've seen this. Not the third time. Whenever I see this, I'm just like, okay, I'm not paying attention to that. Because it's seemingly just very difficult, because a lot of these tiles you have to do a lot, and they wanted 4 of those, and you have to do a lot, you just have to be very, very lucky to get a good tile that you can focus on doing these other goals. Hopefully you'll be able to accomplish that one too while you're working on the other goals. So it's just one of those things where you just don't pay attention to it too much, just work on the other stuff. Okay, so now we're gonna recruit. I think we need. Let's get the pilot. I think we're gonna get the pilot this time. Let me think about this though. And the only reason why I like the pilot is just so that I can. So maybe we can start getting onto this impact board. Let's start filling it. The pilot. The journaling is going to require research, but remember that the captain can also dive. So you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and grab the pilot then. Because the good thing about this is we get the impact token, and then we're gonna select the first one. Should I get the first? Yeah, I think I want the first one. That way we can get level 2 next turn. Level 2 specialist. So I'm gonna grab that one. So we're gonna move this by 1, and then I get another activation disc. Okay, and then I get 1, and then I get 2 back. Okay, this is good. So I have 4 to play with. All right, so the first thing we need to do is just try and reveal the second row now, so that we can start doing the conservation stuff. We're going to use the sonar operator to do that. So she's going to do it here. Reveal. I'm going to reveal tile 2 only. The criteria, what we can do here is this is 1-2, so you can have 1 of surface, 1 depth 2, 2 depth 1s, or 2 depth 2. So I'm just going to reveal depth 2, because like I said, we're not going to even bother with revealing the last 2 columns here. All right, so okay, that's not good, because this is all about sonar. So this is the resupply modules. We don't want that. Hopefully the second one's gonna have conservations. Yeah. These are, see, I mean, we're also at the mercy of the random elements of this game. So we have the shipwreck here. So at this point, because these are our 2 options, I think what we can do is just look at the bonus that we get from discovering any of these, and then selecting them based on the bonus that we get. This one we get coordination and ingenuity, and the other one we get what's that? Inspiration and ingenuity. I think I'm gonna go with this with resupply modules, because at least we get coordination and ingenuity, and the reason why that is important is because we got coordination and ingenuity, resourceful goal here. And then where should we put this? Since this has a lot of sonar activities, so we're going to just place it down here. Okay. We still have 2 more activation discs. I can move the ship. If we move it down here, we get another activation disk. I think we should do that. And the reason why I say that is because we get the activation disk, and then we also get to have the team leader do a sonar. Okay, I think that's the best thing that we can do right now. So I'm gonna use the pilot to move us down here to get that activation disk. And then we're gonna use the 2 activation disks to help the pilot do a sonar. So it says 1 through 3. So we're gonna just focus again on rows 2. So we're gonna do 2 epipelagic zone tiles here. So, let's see here. It was so bright not too long ago. There we go. Is that too bright? Not necessarily. Okay, then that's good enough. Okay, again, there's no conservation options here, so this is probably a no. If this one has yep, we got one with all the conservation activities that we want. So the dolphin pods is the one that we're going to select. So I'm going to go ahead. We'll place that here. And the reason why I want to place it here, no, I don't want to place it here because I want journaling here. I was just, but I like the idea of placing it here because then, but we need to be able to get 6 journaling, like the last 3 columns here. So let's try to save that and just maybe place this like right here. We can even place it here actually. That way it's so close to the ship can just move here and start doing conservation efforts. So let's do the bonus. We get 1 inspiration, 1 ingenuity, so now I get another ship. And this is good, so maybe we can have the ship be over here. Let's think about that. Okay, hold on. So 1 ingenuity, let's just get the bonus. 1 inspiration, 1 ingenuity, and then what is that third one? There's another icon here. It says 3. What does that mean? Yeah, what does that mean? There's like a dive. Oh, that's I haven't played this game in a week and I've forgotten what that means already. That's just to remind you that you have to place 3 dive tokens here. Okay, so let's make a decision on where we want to place the ship. Okay, so we can choose any Def 1 zone as the launch zone. Okay. what's going to help us the most? We can get another impact token if we land right here. So then that way we can just leave that vessel over there. Now all the vessels eventually have to move over to this side of the map. Remember, because we need to make sure that that's going to count towards journal the distant shoals. So I just need 3 journaling. 3 journals actually, and then so we can even place this here. We can do that as long as this. You know what? I think that's the smartest thing to do right now, because if we have one journal down here and then we have this one journal over here, right? That's already 2, and then hopefully when we reveal the next one, it's going to have a journal there. So that's going to be 3, and then the 3 ships, and we're done with that goal. So I am going to place this here. And we already got the bonus stats. So let me just select 3 random dive tokens here. And now we have to choose where to place our vehicle, our vessel. Let's look at our options here. If we place it here, the good thing about that is we get 1 inspiration, so we get 2 activation tokens, a disc next round. But if we place it here, I think this is the best option. Place it here, get the activation token, a token, and then place it here where we can get coordination and 1 activation disc. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and now we can get 3 back this next turn. Okay, I think that's good. All right, so that's that. That's round 2. So let's check the bonus, the 3rd bonus goal for us, and that is esteem. So now we also have to worry about the first 2 rows. It's not bad actually, because usually, like the last out of the 4 missions that I've played before, it's kind of easy to move all these up, you know. Except for the last mission, I was struggling with those, with moving my stats up. So, but so far so good, I think. All right. So now we can recruit from specialist level 2. We need to start recruiting people who can do some conservations. So that would be the ecologist here. We don't get bonus with her though. And we have how many so far? Sonar wise, we have 3. We have to keep going with that. So I'm going to hire the ecologist. We don't get any stat bonus. That's okay. And then I get 1 additional activation disc. And then we get 3 back. And let's see what we can do here. There is a journal here. So A, B, C, D, E. We can do this journal using the team leader. What can we get from that journal? We can get this one. We can get to conserve. Oh, that's good. Oh, only this. Oh, no. We don't want to do any conservation. Here's the funny thing about this. It's like you have the opportunity to do some conservations, but you don't want to do it because, you know, if you love nature so much, you just do it when you have the opportunity. So there's like a little bit of a thematic issue here, but because we only want to do it if it's going to help us, and that is to do it down here, depth 2 and 3. So let me just think. If we do journaling, we can select this one or this one. And this one, mobile techniques for underwater exploration. I get 1 coordination, and then I get to promote someone. And then looks like I can even move. Oh no, I can choose to activate that to move, but then with +1 movement, I believe. Travel, but treat the technology level as if it was 1 higher. Okay. Yeah. And that's I think that's good. We probably should do that one. But we need to have 3. Oh god. 3 so this one is a good one to get as well, because you can activate this at a later time. So if we get down here, then we can conserve like within that same row by just activating that. And then but we still need 2 disks, but that's okay. Let me think here. Okay, I'm going to do a general research. This is the one I'm going to select because I only have 1 research point. But before we do that, we should do something else, because we're gonna promote someone, and when we promote someone, we get the activation disk back. So I think I should move the pilot. I mean, use the pilot to move this down here. Oh no, let's do this one at a time. Let's do the. Oh, this is hard. Because it's a consequential. You have to do it sequential. It's a sequence issue, because I want to be able to promote the ecologist and then get her disc back after she has done some conservation efforts. But she can do that here, but it's not going to help. You know, I want her to do it down here. So maybe we do the sonar operator instead. Or we can even do it for the pilot. That way we get 1 inspiration and 1 coordination. You know what? And that's problematic too, because the pilot has to move. Oh, well, yeah, that's fine, because we'll just have the pilot move that ship. Because we still need, oh no, we need a level 3 now. I guess the pilot can move it to the ship this way. And we already have 1, 2, 3. We need 7 sonar disc. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's have the pilot move it that way. That we can move 2 tiles. Yeah, I think that is the best thing for us to do. So I'm gonna use the pilot to move this over here. 1, and then we get 1 ingenuity, and then now he gets to do a journal research. We're gonna do that one over there, and we're going to get this one, extending conservation area of effectiveness. And what we get from this is the ability to do conservation later by activating this space with a disk. And we also get to promote someone, and we're gonna promote the pilot, so we get this back. When we promote the pilot, we get 1 to skipper. We get 1 inspiration and 1 coordination. So 1 inspiration and 1 coordination. Okay. All right. So now we can. Yeah, we can even start do some conservations. Actually, we just pay this, because this allows us to conserve anywhere from within that row. And then we have a vessel here, so we can conserve over here. Let me just make sure to double check that rule. Conserve at the conservation site where you have at least 1 vessel at the same depth. So, yep. So we can still do conservation here, so we can start that process. where we need to have 8 for the whole game. So I think we should start that process. Oh, and he can still move, so we can even move this down here. So we can do 2 conservations. Oh, only 1. We don't have enough activation disk. That is the problem. So we can either do a sonar, or we can do... So we have to choose. So hold on to this for now. I think we should do a sonar first. Oh, and then I use this, of course, 1. So I have 0 research points now. Let me think about this. I think we should move just to get the extra activation token, or wherever. Now we need to stay over there because we need to get the sonar. So let's do a sonar reading now. So I'm going to we have to move back here, because the first thing we get there is ingenuity, which is good, ingenuity and a research point, but I think we need to start revealing what's going to be here on the third level here, to see if it's we can get some journals. We need 2 more journals to take care of to get journal the distant shoals, because then we can just move all of the ships to the right. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna use the captain, the skipper, to move this back over here. So now we get 1 activation disk, and then I'm gonna use a sonar operator to go ahead and reveal tile. Well, let's select tile 1 and then tile 3 down here. Okay. So I mean surface zone and the second zone. No, third zone is what I want. Third zone, this one. So surface zone and the third zone. This is gonna mess up the logic zone. Okay. For the surface zone, we got volcanic island. This is good because you have the journals there. That's good. If this is a bad reveal, then we'll select that one. This one is not bad also. But the problem with this one, because it has 1 journal here. The problem with this one, oh, we have to replace the journal here. Well, 1, it doesn't match any of the icons, and 2, there's only like just 1 more journal. If we select this one, then we know that if we take care of those 2 journals, so we got that mission in the bag, you know, so that's a guarantee. So I will select that one then. So I'll put this back the bottom of the stack. So we're going to select the volcanic island, and we get 1 inspiration, 1 activation. Oh, great! Now we can conserve 1 activation disk, and then 2 dive tokens. And I got excited about doing some conservations, but I don't even have the research point. Unless we have a conservation site that doesn't require any research points, and we don't. That's pretty unfortunate. But what we can do next is we can have the ecologist actually move us over here, just so that, because she can either move or conserve. If we move her here, then let me think. Yeah, we just don't have the research point. That's the issue right now. I'm thinking maybe holding on, not do anything right now, but I think it's a waste of a turn if we don't at least move her. And since we need those 2 journals there anyway, so I think we should move her. We should use it to move. So I'm going to use the ecologist to move us over to the volcanic island, and we get 1 ingenuity, and now we can travel to depth 3. That's cool. We need to move all of these up anyway. So that's the 3rd round. We're almost halfway into the game. Let's look at the first setback, and that is government intervention. All players return 1 activation disc from Def 1 to Def 2 zone of their choice back to their supply. Yeah, this is a nasty one, and the reason why I say that is because it set us back, you know. Let's go ahead and return that one. Okay. So we still need 4 more. Oh, and they also count the vessel actually also for that. So we only need 3 more. So we need 4 journals here. And two vessels. And then 6 sonar disc there. And 1 vessel. I mean, it's still a lot. We'll see. Okay. And now we get to, we're still only able to recruit up to level 2. So let me see what we can do. If we recruit the marine engineer, we get 2 ingenuity. We still need that 3rd vessel for sure. Because once she's promoted, then she can be a pilot and journal. The reef diver can also journal, and the good thing about the reef diver is then we can also use him to get us research points. Let me think here. I'm thinking we get the diver. But the navigator can also be a diver, you know. Once promoted, a diver and a sonar. And then we can just use the captain to just do diving right now. And we don't even have a ship. Oh, right here. We can dive over there. So the captain will need, a team leader will need to do the journaling over there. I'm thinking, yeah, we need research points. Let me just go ahead and recruit the reef diver. I have to. So we're going to recruit the reef diver, and then we get 1 reputation. We get 2 activation tokens. I mean, the activation disc. And then we get to return 3. So team leader, ecologist, and the sonar operator. That's 3. Yeah, I have to remember whenever we get reassign activation disc to place it like somewhere else before we put it with the rest of them, because in case, you know, we're trying to make a decision halfway into returning those activation disc here. All right. Let's see what we're gonna do. We need the research points. So the first things first. Here we gotta take care of that. So the reef diver is going to dive here, and we get, oh nice, we get 4 research points. So lucky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the team leader is going to go ahead and journal. Before we do that, because let's see which one we want. This one we get 2 inspiration and we get to promote someone. So I think we need to have the ecologist. Well, we can just have the ecologist move the ship. Oh, the problem with that is, yeah, this game is hard, isn't it? Well, we can move the ecologist. We can have the ecologist move the ship over there, and the reason why I say that is so that we can, after we do that, and we promote her, and we get 2 coordination. Oh, we can promote the reef diver. Decisions. If we now we need protecting threatened marine habits. That way, we get access to 2 conservation space there. Yeah, I think this is the better option. Then we get to also recruit level 3 next round. That's probably the better option. So I'm going to go ahead and, but who are we going to promote? I think I want to promote the ecologist though. Let's, oh shit. A reef diver is also a pretty good promotion because he can yeah, this is hard. Okay, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's just use a team leader to get that one. Oh no, get this one. And we're gonna get the protecting threatened marine habitats. So just so we can have access to the extra conservation space down here that we can activate. So we have 3 of those now. And we need a total of what? Oh, 8. Yeah, we're gonna need all of those. Okay. So we got that. And then we get to promote 1. Oh, let me just replace this here. So we get to promote 1 person, and I'm gonna promote the reef diver. Okay. And when we promote the reef diver, we get 1 reputation. So now we can recruit level 3 specialist next round. Okay, now that that's done, we can do another journaling, and that way goal 2 is done because we need no, but if we decide to move all the vessels to the right, having 3 journals enough. If we want to keep 1 vessel on the left, we need to do 4 journals. So, oh, and then that costs us 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 research points. He can't dive anymore. Yeah, he can still dive. We have to get research points, so I'm gonna have him dive. Okay, so he's gonna dive, and we get either 4 research points, so we get to boost 1 stat. So I'm gonna select a research point 1, 2, 3, 4, because we need all the research points actually for conservation efforts and general research. Okay, so now we can do some conservation efforts, or we can do sonar. I think we need, and because we have access to these, what I'm going to do is do the sonar first. So we only have 3 so far, 4, and we need 7. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the sonar operator. We're gonna use this one. And we're going to reveal, again, just like earlier, we're going to reveal tile surface area. Oh, no, now we can do 1 through 3. So we're going to reveal a tile depth 2 and depth 3. That's what we're going to do. So 1 depth 2, and then a depth 3. Put this here for now. Okay, for depth 2, oh, this is good. This is the well calving ground, so this is good. A lot of conservation efforts there, sites. And then the third depth is a lot of journaling, which is good also. So they're both actually good options. Since we need 8 total for depth 2 and 3 for conservation, right now we only have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the better option to be able to take care of that particular goal. This one is also a good option because it gives us more journals. Well, we have 2 already. If we do enough sonar reading over there, we can move all the vessels here. So the 3 would pretty much set this up. So I would say let's go ahead and take the whale calving grounds. This is so good though. This is so good. But it's overkill. You know, that's like 4 journals. You know what? It's overkill. Let's just go with the second level there. I mean second depth. Or depth 2. So we're gonna place this. It doesn't really matter. Well, it does because we're trying to keep, if it's like a journaling thing. Oh, this one has journals too. So, well, let's place it here. Perfect. Okay, we get 1 reputation and 1 coordination, and we'll place it here. That's perfect. And then we can still do conservation using the research bonus that we get here. I can activate this one, and as long as we have a vessel in that row, that particular depth, you can conserve anywhere as long as you have the resources. So here, and we're trying to get that 8. Remember, we're going to trying to get 8 conservation sites for depth 2 and 3. So let's find the cheapest one. Oh, this one is 0. So this one is 0. Let's get that cheapest one. So you get 1 reputation for that. It costs us nothing, and the next time if we get that one, we even get impact tokens. So let's go with that one. So, and that's 1 in the bag. So if we take care of the 2 tiles here, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, we just need 8. Just 8. Okay. Anyway, so we're out of activation disk. So now it is round 5. We have 3 more rounds to go. And the next setback is tsunami. All players move all of their vessels 2 zones to the left as far as they can go. Okay, this is not too bad. Okay, so now this vessel goes over here, and we don't get the bonus. And this one, oh, this one is bad. It goes over here. Okay, that's done. So now we can select from level 3 for our specialist. I think we're going to select the marine biologist, because the marine biologist can do the 2 things that are important for this particular mission, which is conservation and journaling. So let's go ahead, but remember that we have these 2. It might not be enough. Okay, let's get the marine biologist. And if we recruit the marine biologist, the good thing here is we also get the 2 inspiration points. So then we get more activation tokens, a disc. The next step of the process. So 1, 2. And we need that for the esteemed mission anyway. Our goal. Okay. And now we get 3 activation disc. 1, 2, 3. And we get 3 back. 1, 2, because we still need sonar, and then let's select the underwater photographer. Okay, 3. All right, so we start with 6 activation disc here for this 5th round. Okay, we do need to move the ship. Well, the good news here is that we can use. That one's already used up, so that's all gone. We can do 2 conservations, actually. We can take care of 2 conservation sites by using this 2 here. And that will require 4 tokens. Now, if we do that, I think, and then the next step would be either journaling or they're all. What we should probably do is look at who we can promote. I think I want to promote the ecologist. Oh, but she can't. What can she do? She can move the ship. Yeah, let's have her move the ship. Which is, I think, a waste of. And then she can't do conservations right now. If she can move the ship, we can move 3 tiles. I don't think we have enough activation. Oh no, we have 2. So yeah, we can take care of 2 more. Well, that one requires 4. So maybe do 1. Maybe 1 dive, since we're at the diving sites. Yeah, maybe we can do 1 diving. Because we need all of the research points that we can get. So you know what? The underwater photographer is going to dive. We're going to dive. There are 2 sites that we can go to. Okay, the sea star here is a bad omen because there's another sea star deep in the ocean right now. So let's go with this one over here. Oh, and we can choose to do a sonar or 3 research points. Both are good options, actually. So I'll take the research points, so we're going to need it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I think the ecologist needs to move the ship. And we can move it over here. If we move it over here, we get a star, though. Maybe that's a better option. But then we need that journal over there for sure. So you know what? Let's just move 1, 2 using the ecologist because we're going to promote her. And let's do, and we get 1 ingenuity. And then let's use the team leader to do a journaling. Oh, the team leader doesn't even have to do that. The other marine biologist. This marine biologist, that one is the ecologist. The marine biologist can do it. I guess it doesn't matter. We only get 3 back. You know what? Let's have the team leader do it. And then the one we're gonna select is. Let me see here. We have 3 options. Organic casing for deep sea exploration. Oh, that's good because we can get the 3rd vessel if we do that one. We can do effective communication of ecosystem risk. If we do that, we get more activation tokens. Enhancing research productivity, we get an activation tokens, and we also get an additional activatable spot there for diving. I like the idea of getting another vessel because we are going to need that. So let's just get that over with. That way we also can secure the resourceful goal. I'll go with that one. So that's going to be 1 to 2 research points. I'm going to go with this one. Organic casing for deep sea exploration. And we get 2 research points, and then we get a vessel. We'll just put it here so we'll remember to place it somewhere. And then we're going to promote the ecologists. And the reason why I like the idea of promoting the ecologists is because we get this back. We also get to, now she becomes an ecotoxicologist. We get to coordination. So 1, 2. Okay, that's nice. Let's see where we want this. Okay. We can put it over here and get an activation disk. We can put it over here and get an impact. I like to keep it this way because then we want the ship to stay in, at least these 2 ships going to stay in the last 3 columns. I'm a little bloated actually. I had a pretty big dinner, but it was a shrimp and sweet corn. It felt like I ate a lot, but you know, calories wise, they're pretty low. And I'm not used to eating a lot of food these days. Let's see here. We get to boost up a stat if we go here. If I'm gonna do sonar action, I can't do conservation. If I go here, but then I have to make sure that I move the ship. See? I mean, the ship needs to be moved. Does it? Yeah, it does need to be moved anyway. I think I'm going to place it here. We still have 2 more rounds to move this ship. Because I want to make sure that I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have 5. We need 2 more sonar actions over there. So I'm going to go with getting the activation disk. And the reason why I like that is because now I can do sonar action over there. And we're going to reveal... we can either get that one, or you know what? Def 3, huh? Yeah, I think that's okay. Let's do that, because then if we do that, then we get another activation disk. And we get to reveal 2 Def 3 tiles. And one is the thermal vents. It's a pretty good option because we get to do do more journaling here. That's good. This is my favorite tile in the whole game, the deep water shark, because there's this huge shark deep in the waters, and all you're doing here with the big shark is you're swimming around with the shark to do research. As much as I love this one, we don't have a need for it, like for this particular mission. Yeah, my favorite tile in the game. Okay, Google, turn on the atmosphere. Let's see what helps.
Sure.
Because
it's
such a
atmosphere.
It's so dark, you know. Let's see. Can it focus on this tile? No. Focus. Yeah, this is my favorite. There you go. My favorite tile, map tile in the whole game. Because it's scary. It is scary. And it's the only tile, I think, in this whole game where it's kind of clear. Well, not necessarily. Here it's clear what you're doing there with the conservation sites, but it's like solitary. It's like a solitary focused tile, you know. It's like there's this huge shark, and you're just swimming around with that deep sea shark. It's, yeah, scary stuff. We're gonna select thermal vents, so we get 2 ingenuity, and let's place it. It doesn't matter if it's over here or over here, so I'll just place it here. Okay, and then we have to put 4 random diving tokens there, and then whenever you dive here, you get a research point. Okay. Okay, we have multiple activation disks here, so I think the next thing we should do is we can conserve, or we can dive, or we've only done one active. We can definitely get that one. I think that way we get 2 impact disks, impact tokens. I mean, I think I like that. We only get 4 back, so I think we should use this instead. So I'm gonna use this one of the activatable slots here on the journal research. I have a vessel on depth 2, so I'm going to use that to go ahead and claim that conservation site over there, and I get 1. Oh, that's nice. 1 reputation, and 2, because there's Nights into Dreams link here, and 2 impact tokens, and I use 1, 2, 3, 4 research points. So for the impact tokens, the first one I'm going to select here, it looks like I can select to improve any stat. So I'm going to select ingenuity. That way I get another impact token. See, now it's gonna start going crazy. And then now I'm going to place the second one here, and I get to boost up another stat. And I think I want ingenuity, inspiration. The reason why that is because I have 1 more, and I'm going to select this one here where I get inspiration and an activation disk. So that and an activation disk. Very nice. Now I can do research, or if no, I can't, because there's I need to move the vehicle first. Or I can dive. I can definitely dive. I think we need to dive. I only get 4 tokens back, though. That's the danger here. I think we should use this to get another, yeah, let's use this to get another conservation done. Same row, depth 2. And I only have 1 research point left. If I select that one, I get an impact token, in which I can get 2 research points. Oh, this is good. That's so good. Or I can get inspiration, or I can get reputation and another activation disk. But when am I going to use the activation disk? Or for diving, I guess. But the problem with that is I only get 4 back. You know what? Let's do that. I'm gonna select this one for 1 point, and I get 1 impact token. Now we have to choose what we want from this. I think I want this one because we need to keep moving the stats up because we have resourceful and esteem. Both actually require accumulations of all the first two rows and then the last two rows. So I'm gonna go that way then, and then we get the cool thing there is we get another activation disk, and then we get to move reputation up. Now I can choose to go ahead and, you know what, we do need to dive. I think it's important, even though I can only get 4 back. You know what, let's just do it, because we need the research points. So we're going to dive. Remember, the sea star is a bad omen. We're gonna dive over here. Okay, so I can journal. I can't though, because I need another research activation disk. Or I can get 3 research points. We'll get the 3 research points. It's not a lot, but it will do. Okay. We have 2 more rounds. I'm going to take a quick break. And I think I'm optimistic that I might be able to win this one. We'll see. All right. Okay. It's getting dark now, I think. Let's make sure. There we go. Where's the other one? Oh. All right, so okay, we ran out of things to do. So now it is round 6. And the next setback is funding shortage. Reduce your lowest attribute by 2 or flip a senior specialist to its junior side. I think we're going to select the second option because I need to keep all of those up there. So good thing about that is because we can only get 4 back. So we should flip the one that's going to give us the bonus when it's flipped back. And so I think it's the skipper. So. And we don't get the bonus. Alright, so now we get to recruit all the way up to level 4. We have someone who can dive twice, someone who can sonar and journal. The great thing about that is we get 4 stats. That might be the person we want. The diving twice is also pretty good. Deep sea diver. I don't think we ever recruited a deep sea diver before. I think we might go that way. 1, 2, 3. We need 4 more for conservation. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And sonar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 1 more for sonar, and then that vehicle can stay over there. With journaling, we have 6, huh? 6 journal and vessel. So we have 2 vessels here, and we have 1, 2, 3. We just need 1 more journal. Okay. It's the conservation that we're gonna have to do more of. I think we're gonna go with the deep sea diver. That way we get to dive twice and we get more research points so we can conserve and journal. So I'm gonna recruit the deep sea diver. This is the first time we ever recruited a deep sea diver, actually. out of the 5 missions that we played. So we get one impact token with that. And I think we're going to go ahead and get the 2 research points. 1, 2. Okay. And we get, we already did the recruit, we get 4 activation disc. 2, 3, and 4. We get to we get 4 back, so all 4. 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, so we need just one more journal. Okay. We can do it down here, or we can do it over here. The good thing about going over here is we get to do diving and journaling, and we get 1 research point. I mean, 1 ingenuity. Here we get 1 research point, but there's no diving there. And there's only 1 dive token left over there. So I think that's the best option. Let's go down here. We need to move that vessel anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and use the pilot to move that 1, 2, 3. We can move up to 5. So 3. We'll get the ingenuity. And then we're going to use the deep sea diver to dive twice. And every time you dive, you get a research point, looks like, for that particular tile, the thermal vent. So let me make sure that it's correct. When you claim a token from this dive site, you gain 1 research point for each disc of yours in the mark spot. Oh, we have to do the research point first. So if we do 2 journals here, we get 2 research points whenever we dive. So that would be 4 research points. Let me think about this, because if we do 2 here, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only need 6 research points, right, to get the Journal the Distant Shoals mission. Then we can move that ship all the way over here, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 7, so we don't even need to do any more sonar. So all we have to do is just move the ship over there, as long as we do these 2 journals here. I think that's probably is the best thing that we can do. And that will guarantee us journal the distant shoals, because that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will guarantee us that. And then the last round we can focus on conservations. We can even focus on conservations now, I guess. Oh, that's the troubling part, isn't it? Because we have to do 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 research, 1 deep sea diver, and then we don't even have those, only 1. You know what, the vessel is going to stay here, I think. We just need to do 2 more sonar activities over there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, wait, that? No, we need 7. Okay, that's right, we need 7. So 1 more sonar activity over there. 1, 2, 3, and then just 1 more journal over here. And then we need 8 conservation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. God damn. Oh. Okay. We can only do 2 this round. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Wow. Okay, one at a time. Let's go ahead and do that one research now. We can do mobile techniques for underwater exploration or enhancing research productivity. The good thing about enhancing research productivity is you get 2 inspiration. It will move us closer to meeting our goal for esteem. The good thing about, and then we get 1 plus 1. What is that? We get to dive twice again. Oh, dive and then get an additional token. So just like diving twice. That's pretty good. This is pretty good, and we get to promote someone. This one you get to move for free. I mean, with 1 activation token over there, and then 1 coordination, and then a promotion. I think this is the best option. Researching, enhancing research productivity. Let's do this one. And we're gonna use the team leader for that. To do that particular, yeah. Let me do that. Let me get that one. Pay 3, 1, 2, 3, and then get 2 inspiration, and then we're gonna promote someone. And I'm gonna promote the pilot. And the reason why I want to promote the pilot is because then I can get 1 inspiration and 1 coordination. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I get the additional diving also. So I'm going to get this back. I'm going to promote him. And we get 1, and then I get an activation token, an impact token, and then 1 coordination. Okay. And we're going to use this impact token to go with, let's go with we can get research points, but we're going to get plenty of that. With 2 stats here though, that's amazing. And then we get also promotion here, which is also amazing because we have a couple of people who can still get promoted. Let's go that away. Let me and then these are all pretty good. Oh, shit. Let's go with reputation. Okay, 1. All right. And now I'm going to have the deep sea diver dive. And she can dive twice. So we're going to dive here. I'm going to get 2 tokens. 1 at a time because she's diving twice. So first one, we get 4 research points. That's great. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then she dives again. We can grab that one, but it doesn't even really matter. Let's just keep going this way. I can do another dive, or I can get, you know what? I think 3 is like the minimum. Let's dive again. I'm gonna dive again. Now we can dive or pilot. I mean, we can get the research points or pilot. I'm gonna get the research points. So 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Because he can still pilot. We still need the sonar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just need to do 1 more sonar over there. So let's go ahead and take care of that. So I'm going to use the sonar operator here. And we are going to reveal. We can actually do research points. or we can do reveal 3 plus. Yeah, let's do that. Reveal 3 plus, and then we get 1 reputation, and we get 1 more token. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because there's a link there, Nights into Dreams. We're going to reveal 3 plus. So 2 def 3 tiles. The first one is Jellyfish Bloom. So all that we care about at this point is the bonus that we get from it. This one will give us 2 coordination. So this is probably the one that we're going to select. This one will give us 2 coordination. The other one will give us 2 ingenuity. I'm going to go with 2 coordination because that will move my coordination up. So, and we can place this, it doesn't even matter, we'll place it here. So 2 coordination, I get another impact token. Okay. So 1 impact token, I think I want to use it on the deep sea diver, because then she can conserve and move and conserve. That's great. And we get to have her activation token back. So she becomes a deep sea biologist. So I'm going to select that one over there. And then the next one, I'm going to use that with down here, get the 2 research points. So 1, 2. Okay. Okay, so we took care of the journaling. 1, 2. Let's make sure. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 journals. That's taken care of. Search the near shallows. That's taken care of. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including the vessel. 7. Okay. So the first 2 missions are done. So we're going to focus, and then we're pretty much, I think we should be able to get resourcefulness and esteem also. So let's focus on conservation. Now, I'm going to use the deep sea biologist because she can move and conserve. So we're going to move this one to, I'm going to need all the research points that we can muster, right? So, and we can only do 1 more. That's the, well, let's see. If we do that one, we'll have to do these 2. That way we get the activation disc. So let me go ahead and we're going to move this here so we get 1 inspiration. Yeah, basically right now where everything's at node-wise here, we completed these 2. So we pretty much completed the mission. Now we have to be careful if it goes over. We probably want it to go over, we have to watch it carefully. Because once it resets, it becomes 10. And we need to get 22 for each. So they have to be 11 each. So right now, even right now, this needs to actually go up here, or this needs to go up 1 more. Okay. So she's going to move the ship there, and then I get 1 inspiration. I already did that, right? I don't remember now. Let me double check. Okay, yeah, I already moved that. Okay, so cool. So now we're gonna, so she can move and conserve. So she's going to conserve like right here. And the reason why we picked this one is because then we link it with this and we get 1 activation token, so we can do another conservation action. So we're gonna go ahead and do that one. We get 1 inspiration. We get we use 2 research points. So 1, 2. That's done. And now we're gonna use the marine biologist here to we should have promoted her. Oh no, it's fine. To conserve right here, we use 1 research point, and we get 1 activation, 1 inspiration. Now the question here is, do I want to move this up and get a an activation token? I mean, yeah, an impact token. Let me just get that activation token first, so that just get that resolved. If I move this, I have to make sure that I'll be able to move them up once. Okay, which might be okay if we recruit the oceanographer, because that's, or we can actually recruit the. Yeah, this is where it gets kind of dangerous. But we can also go here and then move every. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and move it up. So one inspiration will move it up to us getting another impact token. And I'm going to use that impact token to claim 2 stats here. And these 2 stats I'm going to move is inspiration and reputation. Okay, that's good. So now I get to do it again because I have 2 tokens now. I mean disk. So I can conserve again because we need to do as many conservations as possible here. So we're going to use the ecotoxicologist to go ahead and if we use this one, we get another impact token. 2 impact, another impact token because we get 2 inspiration. I might go that way. Oh, but if we go here, we get 2 impact tokens. I think that's, well, it's like almost the same. Yeah, either way actually is fine. Let's go ahead and... No, I think this is safer because then you just get the impact tokens without resetting anything. So let me go ahead and get that one for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I get 1 coordinations. And then 2 impact tokens. Because 1 from the link, Nights into Dreams, and 1 for actually doing that. And then there's also another link here for Nights into Dreams. For reputation. So now the question is, where do I want these impact tokens? I think I want them 1. Let's see, how many conservations have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more next round, and we got all 3. Okay, so oh, and then I have to replace this. But we're not going to do any more journaling. I'll just replace that. Let's think about this. I think what I want to do is get the 2 research points. 1, 2. And then the next one, I'm going to get 1 stat and then 1 activation disk. And then 1 stat to maximize. I can maximize this one, but then it will be 21. So I just want to make sure that I will be able to get that moving again. That's the danger of that. So I think I should just maximize ingenuity instead. Or... Yeah, I'll just maximize ingenuity. Let's do that. Alright, so I can do 1 more action. I can get 5 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can move that ship somewhere so that we can get something out of it. If we move it down, actually, I can do another conservation. No, I can't. Nobody can conserve. But I can dive. I can use this to dive. You know what? Let's have the underwater photographer go ahead and dive. We'll dive here. Okay. So I can dive again. I'll just get that 3 research point. I'm going to go ahead and dive just to see if I can get more research points. And now I can either get the 3 research point, or I can save this for the next round where I can conserve with 1 less research point needed. I think we have enough, so let's just get the 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, final round. Let's see what our setback is. Please, nothing fucked up. It is each player returns 1 of their own. Yeah, it's fucked up. From a conservation site. So now we have to do that 3 times instead of just 2. Because we have to return 1. Now, if I want to return 1, I want to return 1 that costs us nothing. So let's return that one. Okay, because that's not going to cost us anything. And we need 8 total. So it's 1, 2, 3, including the ship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we already did it, huh? We already did it. So we just need to get that one back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we already did it. So we just need to get that back. Okay, cool. All right, so now I get to recruit up to level 5. Robotics engineer can copy the action of one of your other specialists. That's kind of cool. If you flip him, if you promote him, you actually get 4 points for this board. And so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 4 points so far. I can keep going over here. 4. I need a total of 15. So there's no way I can get that unless I kept hitting, unless I kept resetting this and get 4 and then another 4 because I can stack them here. But that's a very dangerous proposition. I don't think I'm gonna even risk it because then I will risk losing these 2 goals. Because right now I pretty much already won the game, even at an intermediate level actually, because I got all 3 here and then 2 here. So I got 5 out of 7. So that's intermediate level victory. So I'll do my best to keep this unless I know that I can get the 22 still at the end of the of this round. So there's one who can dive twice, the ocean historian. Dive twice and then journal. This one can dive and then conserve twice. This is probably... Well, the cool thing about him is if we promote him, we get 1 point for each of your in one zone. Each. Oh, only in one zone. So you have to select a zone. So you get 5. So you get 1 victory, 1 point impact point in one zone of your choice. So if we get 5 here, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we need, it's still not enough. It's still not enough. But he can dive and conserve. So maybe this is the guy that we want. Or I can get the oceanographer. The cool thing with the oceanographer is I get to move, so I can get all 3 impact tokens. I can slot them here. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's already 7. Let's do the ichthyologist. That's what they call it, the ichthyologist. Yeah, and then I get 1 inspiration for that. I'm gonna recruit the ichthyologist. This is a picture of the ichthyologist. Okay. Okay, now I get 5 activation. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm out. So let me grab one from a different color. Let's see here. Wow, this is the first time that I ran out of a activation disc. All right. So we need one more. Hey, how come the purple one has Cthulhu on it? I want that. Anyway. Look, the purple team has a Cthulhu. All right. And then I get 5 back. So 1, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't need the Sworn Out Lady anymore. Okay. Okay. Here it is, final round. All we need is just to get this, and then we're pretty much good. But then, let's see if we can maximize our performance, okay, without going over here. So we need to make sure that we have 22 at the end of the round for every 2 of these pairs of rows here. 22 for the first 2 rows, 22 total for the next 2 rows together, you know. So let's go ahead and get that free one. If you get this one, actually, we get to, and we'll use the team lead. We'll use the ecotoxicologist to do that, okay? It uses no research point. We get 1 impact token for doing that. I'll just leave it here for now while we decide. We can get another impact token by actually taking that 1 reputation and having this reset here. We just have to make sure that then we collect that one, or collect this one. So 1, 2, 3, and then collect that one. Okay. So let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and reset that one because I should be able to get that one easy. So I'm going to reset that so I can get another impact token. And then what I'm going to use that impact token for actually is just to place them here, stack them here. Or I can use them actually, well, it doesn't, I just wish that everything has a value, like a point value, you know, but it doesn't. Or actually, what I should, instead of putting it there, I should see. It doesn't matter if I put them up here. It's you know, even though I get to reset and get another one, it's not going to have any value. So I have to. I think I better just start stacking them here. So I'll stack them over there. Next, we're going to and we can end it here, and then we're no, because now this, oh no, this is what, 20 12, and yeah, we're still good. We don't even have to move that up, and we're still good. But how can we maximize our performance is the question here. 1, 2, that requires 10. Maybe we should have the underwater photographer dive. So let's go ahead and do that. Have him dive. So let's see what we can get from this. Ooh, 4 research points. That's great. So take that. One, oh, 1, 2, 3. Max at 12. So okay. We should have used some before we actually did that dive. If we use 3, we can get 2, 1, 2. That's dangerous, but then all we have to do is just get that one, and then we're okay. Let me see. 5, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1. I think we should do these two. Because I think if we do that, we're gonna be okay. But then I have to move the ship down here. So we'll use the pilot to move the ship. We'll use the ship. 1, 2, and then we get another activation token. Yeah, forget about thorough, because we could have done thorough here, I guess. 1, 2, yeah, and then it requires us to move the ships around. Oh, I didn't focus on that, so you know what? That would have just been 2. Yeah, I need to take care of those. No, there's no way. Okay. So we move it here. We got another activation token. Yeah, all these other colors, they have cooler logos actually. Like this is like a reef or red, and I guess for the white team it's clear water, and you get a water droplet logo. Okay, so we're gonna use the ichthyologist to go ahead and dive and then conserve twice. So we can dive here and no, let's do the conservation stuff first. So he's gonna use 10 actually, 10 points of conservation to get these 2 sites. Let's resolve them one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna take this one first, and I already calculated this. I should be okay. So we get 2 reputation, 1 coordination, and that will give us 1 impact token. I'll leave it over here. And then, so that's done. And then we take care of that one for another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I get, with that, you get 1, 2, 3, 3 inspiration. 1, 2, 3. So that resets, and you get another one, another impact token, and then 1 coordination, and I already included the Nights into Dreams link there. So yeah, we're good. So 2 here, I'm going to stack them over here. Now we still have 4. I can still do, oh, and then he also, the third move there, he dives. So I'm going to dive here where the vessel is at, and we can get we get 3 research. Let's take the research points. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. There's still a couple of things that we can do. Let me see what we can do here. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, that's dangerous. We can't do that. 1, 2. We can do this one. 1, 2, 3. We get 2. Oh yeah, and then we get 2 impact 2 impact tokens for that. So we're gonna go ahead and use the marine biologist here. Actually, the deep sea biologist. to get that one for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we get 2, 1, 2. Inspiration, so we get 1 additional impact token, and claiming that site also get us an impact token. And this this panel actually is all done, but like I said, we can't get 4 of those done. And we're gonna stack them up here. That's a lot of stacks. Okay, I don't think it's enough, but we still have 2 more activation disc. We can journal for the last one. And if we journal, we can promote the ichthyologist and get that bonus. So let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and journal this one. Do the research journal for that one using the team leader, or I can even use the marine biologist. It doesn't matter. Use the team leader. We get 1 coordination and then 1 what do you call that, reputation. But we're not going to move the reputation one up, because if I do that, I will only get 10 and then 11 here. Then I will fail resourceful. I mean esteem. So I'm going to just not take that bonus, but I took the coordination bonus. Okay. And I'm going to grab onto. I'm going to grab this one. Oh, can I even afford it? I can only afford, let's see, what kind of, okay, I can afford this one for 2 points. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take advanced sonar communication techniques. So this one is 2 points, and it's matching that icon. You get 1 what is it called, 1 coordination, and I can accept that because ingenuity is at 12. So even if this resets here, I have a total of 22, and I get an impact, and I'm running out of impact token too, and then we're going to stack it here. And then 1 ingenuity. Now that I cannot take because I'm running out of moves, so I'm going to stay that way. But we're going to promote the ichthyologist. When you promote the ichthyologist, now I get that bonus at the end. So the bonus for him is I can choose 1 zone where I get 1 point for any conservation sites that I claim. So I might be able to get this impact token goal for the first time in the history of me playing this game, which is like 5 missions in. I played 2 of the other missions twice. So I've played the game like 7 times, I think. Well, 6 times. Level 1, I played level 1 twice. Level mission 2 twice, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 times. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that. And we're done. I have 1 more here, but there's nothing else I can do with just 1. Okay. So the game is over. So we're gonna go one by one, see how we did. Okay. So let's start with the impact board. Let's tally up the points. So each of the white border ones is 1 point, and there's only 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 points there. And then inside here, that's infinite. I can stack as many as I want. That's 1 point each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I need to get 15 points. So that's already 11 points. And then I have this bonus from the renowned ichthyologist where I can choose 1 zone where I get 1 point for each conservation site. This is the best zone because I have 4 conservation sites here. So that's 4 points. So how many did I say I have in here? So 4 points. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We barely made it for the first time ever playing this game, I was able to complete the impact board. So let's use a yellow activation disc to signify missions that we have completed. So I was able to complete this one. That's 1. Now goal 1, search the near shallows. I need to have sonar disc plus vessel, 7 of them in the first 2 columns. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a yes too. So that's already 2 missions. 2 goals. Now journal the distant shoals. That's in columns E, F, and G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So these three columns. I didn't even bother with the third one here because we only have 7 turns and with just 1 player. You know, you got to approach it the smart way. So I only revealed this part of the map. So I need to have either journal disc or vessel, and I need 6 of them total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have an extra one even. So that's a yes also. Okay, restore habitat. So for Def 2 and Def 3, I need to restore 8 conservation sites. Just purely conservation sites. It doesn't include the vessels. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9. So that's a yes as well. So far, I have won the game at beginner level. Now let's look at the 3 bonus missions that we have. Bonus mission 1, resourceful. I need to get 22 points when I combine coordination and ingenuity. Coordination, I'm at 10 points. Ingenuity, I'm at 12 points, so that's 22. So that's a yes. Thorough. This is where I have to complete 4 zones where every objectives on the zones have been exhausted. I was only able to do that here. 1, 2. So this is definitely possible. But like I said, I didn't focus on it because it's very hard. This is the hardest goal in the game because you have to make sure that you hit the other goals while trying to make sure that this is done. But I was able to get 1, 2, 2. So that's half, and all you need is actually 4 of them. So it's definitely possible, but very, very hard. So that's a no. So that's a fail. Last one is esteem. So that's a combination of reputation and inspiration points. So reputation, I'm at 12. Inspiration, I'm at 11. So that's 23. So that's a yes. So for the first time in the game, wow, it's not only intermediate. I think I was able to succeed at the expert level. And this is like mission 5. Like last mission, I completely failed mission 4. So if oh no, it's intermediate. 6. I was able to do 6. That's intermediate. 4. If you're able to do 4 goals, that's a beginner level achievement or victory. At 5, that's intermediate. 6 is expert, and then the last is if you hit all of the goals, that's legendary. So I was almost there. And remember at the beginning of this, at the beginning of the mission when I first started, early during the session, I was like, yeah, this looks very, very hard because none of the goals for the mission, the main goals of the mission, they're not overlapping each other. None of them are overlapping each other. So I know that that's already a challenge. And then when I revealed that I also get thorough, I was like, oh shit. If we got something else instead of thorough, like if we get like research or we got dedication would be hard. Having 5 junior level specialists would have been hard because we needed them to promote so we can do what we needed to do. But I think it would have been if the Thorough got replaced by one of the easier ones, I think we would have won the legendary difficulty. But even Thorough now, I can see how, yes, you can work it out. You can work it out, but I think Thorough is very. Everything else in this game is like very luck dependent, because everything's randomized. The tiles are randomized, but especially Thorough because you need to have tiles that have not that many objectives. So, but what I also notice is it helps to get the research, published research journals that will give you the ability to activate actions. So that helped us a lot, actually, of getting the conservation efforts done during the earlier rounds. So, but yeah, that was really fun. So I was I was gonna say this is like the last time I play this game, and I'm gonna switch to something else. We might actually keep going, but this game is really fun. And at the beginning, I was a little scared, but playing this game, you have to tell yourself that it's gonna work out. You have to just keep going, because like first time that happened was during mission 3, where I thought that I was definitely gonna fail that mission, but then I was able to beat the mission, and everything happened during the final round. And then the last mission 4, I was pretty sure that I was like, okay, this one looks pretty easy. I actually said that. It was like, okay, this looks a little easy because the goals are like overlapping each other. But I think I made some horrible mistakes at the beginning of the game, and I ended up failing that mission. But this is the first time where I got 6 out of 7 goals fulfilled, and we won at the expert level. So that was very satisfying. Great game. This game is a lot of fun. Endeavor, Deep Sea. This is probably one of the best board games that I played. I'm kind of new to this whole hobby though. Physical tabletop board games. My other favorite would be it's actually Marvel Champions. But this game is a lot of fun, and I can see it's probably more fun with playing with other people. But doing solo actually is it's a lot of fun, and it's very difficult. But it's a lot of fun when everything starts to work. Actually, especially towards the later rounds, it's a lot of fun. When you think that you might not be able to accomplish some of these things that they're asking you to do, but then you find a way, that's also really, really fun. And like I said, the whole randomized nature of the tiles and the cards, it adds to the the replay value for this game is off the charts, and it's a lot of fun. And this is the first time that I've ever done. I remember during the last round, I was like, I kept looking at this the impact board, and if you recall, I kept saying, yeah, there's no way I can get this. There's no way I can get this. But then you started like strategizing a little bit and say, you know what, I can keep pushing this. I have enough to be able to get that many so that I can still get these 2 done. And then I can keep getting the impact tokens. So yeah, it's very rewarding, very satisfying to be able to accomplish that. So a lot of fun. That was a really fun session. I'll be back a little bit later tonight, but I'll be playing video games. But this was really fun. And for the first time ever, we have to use additional activation disc tokens. Oh, there's actually one hiding in there. I didn't even see it because it's gray, but it's like hiding in the little corner. It was like that. It was so there was actually one in there, but I think I'm out. I'm definitely out of the impact tokens because I pretty much used all of them. And we barely made it. And thanks to the renowned ichthyologist, he won us that impact board. So fun game, great session, really enjoyed that.